These are the tarot decks that I'm using. Just in case you're wondering. I have a fire I got tame down here. Give me just a second. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. So we've got deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3. And with that, we'll get started. If you pick deck 1, here we go. Have patience. Don't worry. Take time. Plan your next steps carefully. My nose is itchy. Desire for a more meaningful life. Children or childhood returning to people in romances. Maybe you have children that are getting ready to come home. Look up the numbers 1, 20, and 4, 7, and 2, and 6. So that might be, yeah. Look up your angel number meanings for those. Again, those are 1, 6, 20. There's 9, 4, 72, and 4. Also look up 86. You get 7 quite a few times here, so I would definitely look up 7. You can do anything to take charge of your life. You can manifest what you need to be successful. The good you do comes back to you 10 times fold. Review the past, present, and you can make a bright new future. Caution, but action. Wise to action, meticulous, attention to detail, and kindness. Some of you may have a grandmother that's coming to visit. There's no better choice. So let's see. You've got somebody studying here, somebody studying there. Use logic and structure to increase and flow. I do feel like you have a new romance coming. This is a childhood energy that I'm feeling here. You have somebody who is sitting and thinking about you. Somebody who likes to garden. I feel like your mother's coming to see who it is that you're liking and see what she thinks about it. Let's see. Let's put these out. Let's see. Immediate attention. A challenge. Successfully manage a passionate relationship. Falling in love, making serious commitment to someone, forgiveness, and resolution to a problem. Be assertive, don't back down from what you believe. Courageously stand up for yourself. Okay. Wish come true and wish fulfillment as well. It's time to walk away from something. There's something here that's just not right. I do see that maybe you were pregnant by somebody, or had a baby by somebody, but I feel like you have a falling out. There is something around you that you need to be careful of. Possibly going to court over child custody battle. Okay, checking on my fire. Making sure it's not getting too crazy over here. Okay. I do see the Wheel of Fortune here, but there is something blocked that you can't see. I feel like your ex needs to come to you for an apology. Let's see. Let's see what all is in here. Got broken dreams, shattered dreams. You may have a child getting ready to get a driver's license, possibly going to court for tickets. Tickets in custody is what I'm seeing, because you got the justice card here, but you do have the Wheel of Fortune here, and there is something that you can't see that it's a court type of a deal here, because you've got the justice card. Let's define this a little bit. I should put children on this, and I didn't. Look up the number 36. This is a teenager getting ready to get their driver's license. There may be an in-law that you need to worry about, and you are healthy. I've got the sniffles, but mine's probably allergies. So if you go to court, I do see a financial gain here. But be careful, there is somebody that is hiding something. And this may be your daughter that's hiding something. She may not be telling you she got a ticket. Again, something is blinding you. There's something that you cannot see. Like I said, this may be a teenager who's driving who's got a ticket that didn't tell you, or maybe they got in an accident and didn't tell you the truth of what happened because they were afraid they were going to get in big trouble. I know my sister, back in the day, she drove my my dad's van into the reservoir, and she had it towed all the way up into Delta until she went through a puddle. And somehow he believed her. I don't get it. Ooh. Sorry, that's getting a little too hot. I was afraid it was going to melt my other jar. I do feel like you're dealing with an Aries when it comes to love. He may have a child that's a little, because possibly where he lost his mother or father, there might be some abandonment issues here. That might be why the child is possibly lashing out. I know that when children lose their mom, they most likely have abandonment issues, or this could be possibly somebody who got married and moved out of their house having abandonment issues, feeling like they're missing their mom because maybe they had a really tight bond with their mother or father. And the kids may be lashing out because of that. They may be trying to do stuff to get you and your spouse back together, even though it may not happen. I'm not seeing anything to significant, or to, oh well, I see one. I think your daughter might be possibly be dating a snake. Somebody who is not good. This is an Aries or a Taurus. Unfortunately, if you're going through a separation, divorce, and your significant other was not very good, or you weren't very good, your daughter's going to try to marry someone like you. So if you stepped out and cheated on your wife, your daughter's probably going to look for that same kind of relationship. So make sure that no matter what you do, you always set a good boundary for your kids so that they don't go through the same situation. Or if there is an abusive situation, she may date an abuser and you may not even know it. I do feel like she's going to fall away from the relationship that she's in now if it's an abusive one. And I do feel like she's going to find somebody who's actually worth her time. Somebody that the mother's going to like. Because I'm looking at these other cards here. You've got somebody who's a hermit, because they've got the Hangman here. Like I tell everybody, be cautious with hermits. They can be kind of troublesome. There's usually a reason that they hide. As for this court judgment, I feel like whatever it is that you're dealing with, if your child was accused of abuse, Maybe you have a son that was accused of something that wasn't true. You're going to win the case. The judge is going to see how it is. As long as you go in there and you're fair and you're just and you want the best for everybody, the judge is going to see that. So you may be dealing with, you know, a stupid teenager that said that she did this or that, whatever. And the reality of it is the little girl had a crush on him. He didn't give her the time of day. And so she turned around and said rape or abuse or whatever because she was mad, if I can't have you, no one can have you, kind of a situation. Don't worry, your boy is very, very strong. He'll get through this. Just so you know, I'm going to have to do a video for teenagers. They don't realize when they just sit there and scream rape and all this other shit against other teenagers or other people, and it's not true, how much they can turn their world upside down. I had something similar happen to us, and it just destroyed our world. I lost my kids over it and everything. It would be nice if she'd freaking come out and tell the truth. Alright, let's go on to the next deck. I feel like eventually she might. I hope she does. Alright, if you pick deck number 2, you have what it takes if you only believe in yourself. You are not powerless. If you feel like you're powerless because you're stuck where you're at, I don't see that for you. I see the exact opposite. There is news. We're celebrating announcements, births, and weddings. True love that's everlasting. Choices from the heart. Return to the health. I feel like somebody's going to be getting married, and somebody here's got a lot of suitors. For a man, it's 3. For a woman here, it's 7. Look up the numbers 3, 10, 18, 9. You've got a lot of doubles here. You've got a lot of 10s and a lot of 3s and that. So mix those numbers up a little bit and see what you can come out of that. Plan your next step ahead with an eye on the long-term. Patience is more of a good thing. It comes to satisfaction of a job well done. Reach out to others in comfort and love and situation. Grow stronger from the situation, and sadness will heal in time. I feel like, again, this is with your child, whether it's a little boy or a little girl. I'm just going to say she for the simplicity of it. But this could be a little boy or a little girl. They may be having difficulties that you're dating again. They're not so sure what to think. I feel like somebody's working themselves to death. They're not taking the time to play. Delays are overdue. Unexpected good luck. No more procrastinating. It's time for you to step out. Follow your passions when it comes to your career. What you do is best. Power, intuitive infinities, letting go of worry and fear and understanding the truth of a situation. Protect the fruits of your labors. Make sure that if you're signing contracts, you know what you're signing and make sure that you get things patented. Falling in love suddenly, being swept off your feet, and need to stay grounded during a very strong emotional experience. Somebody is overloaded in their work. Somebody is definitely needing to ask help for others. I feel like they're not getting the time that they need to date. Like, they want to go out and date, but they just don't have the time. I do know that if you go to the Millard County hot pots that they have here, there are always single men and women there. Like, almost always. I'm actually going there today, but it's not for that reason. I just love to swim. But there's always single men and always single women out to these Millard County hot springs. So maybe you should take some time off of work and you should go and see if you can meet somebody new, because I've never been there that there has not been a ton of singles there. There's almost always single women there, almost always single men there, and they're usually pretty good looking. Let's look a little ahead on these. Let's see what else we see. I do see romance dying. I do see the justice card here. Ooh, okay. Somebody is hiding something from you. And this is the Hermit. This may be a cheater, or somebody may be married that you're dating and you may not know it. Or this may be something to do with your kids. Maybe your daughter's getting cheated on, but somebody is definitely being cheated on. There's a dying romance here. I see there's an old phase of a relationship that's dying out. It's time to move on. Letting go of what happened, accepting what happened, and it's time to move on. You will find new love. I do see that your ex is constantly thinking about you, but it's not thinking about you because they want to be with you. It's thinking about you because they want to remember why they don't want to go back to that situation. You do have a new love interest that is constantly thinking about you. And this is somebody who's very deeply rooted in their family. This may be an Aries, a Taurus, a Libra, possibly an Aquarius or Pisces. I do see a Wheel of Fortune coming, and it has to do with a court case, and this has to do with somebody in your family. There's somebody in your family that's hiding something. Make sure that when your kids play that they're playing appropriately. There may be an issue there, or there may be an issue with the uncle. Let's clarify this a little bit. Pull from my jug here. Look up the number 10. Angel number 10. Somebody with a P-E-R and a T in their name. Somebody who likes to sing, or singing as in needs to rat everybody else out as in singing. Look up the sacred meaning of the ducks. Stay in the situation you were in. There's multiple numbers. Some of these I don't have writings on. There's a Jake. Your guardian angel today you need to get a hold of is Gabriel. Somebody that you're with is who you need to... Oh, your true love is fair. It is a friend that you need to be worried about. You may have a friend that's not good for children, and that's kind of what I'm seeing here. And this may be a church friend. This could be a friend of a friend, but more directly a friend. So what I tell most people is take pictures of them, and if you see red in the eyes, that's a good sign. That's been helpful with me in the past. Spell out their names. Make sure you can't spell pedophile or abuser or whatever out of it. You can also do this with your love interest to see if you can find somebody that's got like true love in it. Oh, you can also find out if somebody's a liar by switching up, see if you can put liar out of their name. But that may give a good thing. Usually the one that's always pointing the finger is the ones that you need to worry about. So if you find something like that, then that's probably what you need to be worried about. Somebody needs to come to you with an apology. There's definitely going to be a court case. And I feel like this is a divorce court case. With this divorce court case, I feel like it's going to be fair. But I do feel like it is going to cost you quite a bit of money to get everything out in the open. And I'm sorry, I know divorces are not easy. I almost went through a divorce a few different times. I'm back with my husband now, but there has been times that we've been separated several times. But we're not in that position anymore, thank goodness, because that was stressful. Okay, if you pick deck number 3. Deck number 3. Oh, I got something on my card. Emotional, comforting, and intuitive. Listen to your heart. Opposing goals arising from differencing of opinions. This grace of inner strength needed to overcome the challenges, the power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace a wonderful new truth. Somebody's losing sleep over this. Somebody's losing sleep over a new relationship or an emotional experience that they had. There may have been some trauma. This could have been childhood trauma plus teen trauma and adult trauma all in one. I think we've all got a little bit of that in our past. Be careful how you proceed in these things. Make sure you're not focusing too much on the negativity. It may be causing you to lose sleep at night. Be grateful you have a lot to celebrate. See, look up the numbers 11, 14, 34, 8, 96, and 2. And I would also look up 54 if I was you. Taking everyone's input into consideration, merging your viewpoints. Manage your resources wisely, especially during this time. Somebody maybe have a little bit of vanity. And somebody is getting ready to have a baby. That is what I see here. Take time and actions, your creativity, flow into luxury. This could be either a new baby or a birth of a new idea. Or a rebirth of a new relationship. It's a rebirth of something of some sort. Take the time to review the details carefully. I feel like this is with the situation. Possibly, maybe you've got some creative ideas that you need to get out. Make sure you're patenting all those. Wonderful news is on the way. Possibly a baby. Or it might be your cats are pregnant. Or your dog's pregnant. Or one of your animals is pregnant. It is that season. Unfounded fear. Somebody is fearing something that is keeping them up at night. Somebody's having nightmares. What I do, if you can't count sheep, I know that reading helps me get back to sleep. Bringing fun into everything that you do when you're awake. Romantic partners you can trust. Going back to this sleep, this emotional trauma. I feel like there was something in your past that was hurting you. Somebody let you down in the past. This may have been over a death, or there may be a death coming. Ooh, we're going to have to clarify the death. Legal entanglement here, too. This has to do with somebody who ratted somebody else out. this does have to do with your daughter and your son. Where's the other one? Their father. There. Nope, this has to do just with your daughter. There's going to be a death. Let's clarify the death a little bit. Somebody with a W in their name. Somebody with a lot of talent. Somebody is pregnant. Somebody has control issues. That might be why there was an ending. Somebody in the community is coming towards you. This is going to be a friend that's going to be passing away or a coworker. Somebody is heartbroken, and that would be a Pisces, whether that is your ex or whether that is like an ex-husband or an ex-relationship. Somebody's heartbroken over this. Somebody wants a new beginning, possibly to start over again, but maybe they just don't know how to come out and tell you. I do feel like if you tried again with this person, you would get what you want. You would get that new beginning. This is somebody very deeply family rooted. But it may not work out if they have somebody else in the picture. And this could be illegal entanglement because of who they're already with. There may be an abusive situation that they're in now, and then maybe they're coming back and realizing that you guys were better than the other people. Sometimes it takes those hard lessons in order to see it, but there is new love blossoming. You may be the mother or the father trying to protect your children. I do see a boyfriend here of the daughter that might not be so good for her. Like I said, mix up the names. I've repeated that many times, so you should have the concept of that now. I do feel like you're going to fight an uphill battle if you do go to court for whatever situation this is. I feel like this is an ex. Maybe you have a girlfriend in the past that you can reconnect with. I don't feel it being the ex-wife. I feel like it's being like an ex-girlfriend from the past or an ex-boyfriend from the past. I do feel like there is a court situation with... it's either something with your kids or it has something to do with a boyfriend or an ex-lover or possibly even a friend. Somebody from your past is wanting to come back. They want to start renew because this is somebody who at one point you had a good future with, but for some reason you fell away from it and you ended up going with somebody else. They want to come back. And this is somebody who cannot stop thinking about you. This is somebody who is hoping to be able to get you pregnant. Somebody's wanting lasting forever. And that is what I see for your reading. Hopefully, if you like my channel, if this resonates with you, please like and subscribe. If you're already a subscriber, thank you very much. I very much so appreciate it. Have a great day.